Okay, well, this is my first time filming an album review. I mean, technically this is my second time because, like, I wanted to listen to an album when it came out to, closer when it came out to release, and then I wanted to do this one after, but I'm releasing this one first. So technically, this is the first one you're seeing of me. So, for some context, it's, you know, from the title, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to title this, but, from the title, you may look at me like a Frank Ocean hater, and I'm not. I don't hate Frank Ocean. I actually really like Frank Ocean. I mean, suffice to say, bro is like, an extremely talented singer, right? Looking back at, what he did with the whole, like, album release with, like, Endless and, like, that whole thing, that's another, topic of discussion for a different video. I mean, just, look it up. He kind of, gypped, a record label out of $20 million. But anyways, talented musician, talented artist, but I've never listened to Blonde before. Like, everyone holds this album to like such high esteem, and I just never really got it. Like, it's hard to remember, but I might have listened. I think I listened to the album once back in like 2020, and back then like my ears were closed. You know what I'm saying? I listen to more music now. I listen to more types of music now, and when I listened to the album, I didn't really feel nothing. Granted, I wasn't like, looking at the lyrics because, I know this is most likely gonna be a heartfelt album, if you will. And I know, people holding the album to such high esteem, they also associate it with it being a very emotional album. And, I posted on my Instagram story. Nobody really said anything because nobody really cares to, reply like that. But I posted on my story saying, I'm about to listen to Blonde for the first time. So is there anything I should know beforehand? Should I get tissues? Because, everyone, thinks, this album is, so emotional. So we're going to see just how emotional this album really is. So, I'm not going to say I'm a Frank Ocean hater, but me, Gibson, if you didn't know, yeah, this is on the Spaceboy channel, but, I make car videos on my main channel, but yeah, I'm Gibson, by the way, if you didn't know, and you didn't know, so now you know. Anyways, this is Gibson's first time listening to Blonde by Frank Ocean. Headphone setup, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you could tell what these are. These are a used Beat pair of Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. Hey bro, they screaming, they need help. They need help, for sure. But hey, they do the job for now. And hopefully in the future we'll upgrade and, we'll upgrade as we go. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of crazy because like on Apple Music it says 100 best albums. Like, dang, is it really that good? But hey, I'm gonna put all my biases to the side and just listen to this album. So, first track. Now this one, I believe I've heard before. First track, Nikes. I'm looking at the lyrics, by the way. Because it's a lyric-heavy album. I want to hear what bro is saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
These bitches want Nike. They looking for a check. Tell them it ain't likely. Said she need a ring like Carmelo. You must be on that white like Othello.
Interesting, like voice modulation he's using.
But the real one. But if you need dick, I got you, and I am from the line. Go up for ASAP. R.I.P. Pimp C. R.I.P.
I'm just, I'm just trying to take it all in. I'm just trying to take it all in. So don't mind me if I'm, a little,
Let you guys prophesy.
He's back. Come on.
We'll let you guys prophesy. We gon' see the future first. We'll let you guys prophesy. We gon' see the future first. Living so the last night feels like a past life. Speaking of the don't know what got into people. Devil be possessing homies. Demons try to body jump. Why you think I'm in this bitch wearing a fucking yarmulke? Acid on me like the rain. Weed crumbles in the glitter. Rain, glitter. I know that your nigga came with you, but he ain't with you. The only human in is humid in these ball mains. I mean my balls sticking to my jeans. We breathing pheromones, amber rose, sipping pink gold lemonades. Feel it? We're not in love, but I make love to you.
Okay, man.
When you're not here, I'll save some for you. I'm not him, but I mean something to you. I mean something to you. I mean something to you. You gotta roll me. He'll hear what we do. It's only awkward if you're fucking too.
Okay, well, I'm not even really sure what to make of that, honestly. Lyrics wise, I mean, these bitches, I guess, want Nikes. I will say the track definitely picked up when he, ditched the like, chipmunk, voice modulation type, voice. I'm definitely a fan of Frank Ocean's like real voice because like, I know this nigga can sing, you know what I'm saying? I felt as though the chipmunk voice sound effect wasn't really all that necessary. But hey, I'm again, this is the first time I'm listening to this album. Well, first time listening to this album, but I've heard bits and pieces of this song in specific. Just looking at the lyrics, I mean, pour up one for ASAP. ASAP Yams, I believe is the ASAP member he's talking about. Not to say that the lyrics are going through one ear and out the other, but I don't know, man. The references and the metaphors might be a little too in-depth for my Neanderthal brain, and it might require, a second listen or two. It might require some more listens for me to really understand what he's talking about in these songs. But I mean, shit, that was Nikes. Yeah, that was Nikes. Well, next up, second track, Ivy. That rhyme, Nikes. Nah, that don't rhyme. This is why Frank Ocean is Frank Ocean and Gibson is Gibson. But anyways, second track, Ivy. Okay, now this one I've heard before. Never mind. Well, I've heard. This one's a GT. I've heard this one before. Hold on.
The start of nothing new. I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now. When we both know that deep down, the feeling still deep down is good. If I could see through walls, I could see it faking. If you could see my thoughts, you would see your faces. Safe in my rental, like an army truck back then. We didn't give a fuck back then. I ain't a kid no more. We'll never be those kids again.
of nothing. I had no chance to prepare. I couldn't see you coming. The start of nothing. Ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now. In the halls of your hotel, arm around my shoulder so I can tell how much I meant to you, meant to sincere back then. We had time to kill back then. You ain't a kid no more. We'll never be those kids again. It's not the same. Broke your heart last week. You'll probably feel better by the weekend. Still remember, had you going crazy, screaming my name. The feeling deep down is good. I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. The start of nothing, had no chance to prepare, couldn't see you coming. And we started from nothing. Ooh, I could hate you now. It's alright to hate me now. We both know that deep down, the feeling still deep down is good.
Alright.
There were things you didn't need to say. Did you need to? Need
What is going on? Wow. Ivy in its entirety, you know, because for those that know, this song is on GTA. It's on the blonded GTA radio. And I've heard it before. I just didn't really hear it in its entirety, and I didn't get a chance to look at the lyrics. You know, I got a good feeling that the rest of this album is gonna be those types of songs that you play when it's, you know, 4 a.m., you know, just minds racing, thinking about, you know, past people, you know, and I do that from time to time. So, you know, maybe upon a second listen or a third listen, the song is gonna hit, you know, a lot differently. I mean, just from the lyrics, I had that like mental callback to, you know, a previous time in my life. But yeah, that was Ivy. Interesting. I'm not gonna necessarily be rating. I'll give like my final rating once we're done with the album. But track number 3, Pink plus White, Pink and White, Pink plus White is a brighter pink. Anyways, track number 3, Pink and White, Pink plus White. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've heard this song in like edits before, but anyway.
That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you showed me. Nod my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move. It's the same way you showed me. If you could fly, then you'd feel south. Up north's getting cold soon. The way it is, we're on land, so I'm someone to hold true. Keep you cool when it's still alive. Won't let you down when it's all ruined. Just the same way you showed me. You showed me love. It's all downhill from here. In the wake of a hurricane, dark skin of a summer shade,
Nosedive in the floodlines, tall tower, milk crate. It's the same way you showed me. Cannonball off the porch side, older kids trying off the roof. Just the same way you showed me. You were sure. If you could die and come back to life, up for air from the swimming pool, you kneel down to the dry land, kiss the earth that birthed you, gave you tools just to stay alive and make it out when the sun is ruined. In love,
Piano is hitting, I'm not gonna lie.
glory from above, regard me, dear. It's all downhill from here. Real life.
Damn, wait, hold on now.
I'm G, Michael Jackson, all this shit. Say what up to Reggie, the shoe. Say what up to Penny. Say what up to Life and my talent. Building up my bikes, running up. I'm for me, 18, still in Granny 6. Take it easy. Give me some sweet. Bitch, I might like immortality. This is life.
Wow, damn. That one was good. I'm not gonna lie. The piano on that one was hitting. Man, you know, I'm here looking at the lyrics, but like, not to say it's going through one ear and not the other, but like, damn, the beat was hitting on this one. Like, I don't know. And again, you know, this might be a situation where I might need to listen a second time or a third time or a fourth time or a fifth time to really understand what he's talking about. Cause like, climb trees, Michael Jackson, all ends here. Like, I don't say what's up to Matthew, say what's up to Shub. I don't really know. I'm definitely gonna have to look at the genius, you know, explanation breakdown of each of these bars, because they are mildly going through one ear and not the other. I'm not gonna lie, but overall, the song Pink and White. So yeah, Pink and White, not Pink plus White. Pink and White, yeah, it's good song. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And again, I've heard this one in like edits, like on Instagram and whatnot, and it's only just, you know, the when he says pink and white, obviously, and it definitely picks up later in the song. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that was Pink and White. But anyways, track number 4, Be Yourself. And you know, and I agree with this title, with the title of this song. Unless you're an asshole, like don't be yourself if you're not a good person. You should definitely be someone else if you're not a good person. But if you are a good person, then yeah, be yourself. Track number 4, Be Yourself.
Many college students have gone to college and gotten hooked on drugs, marijuana, and alcohol.
Don't do drugs.
Stop
You
trying
hear
to
me?
be somebody else. Don't
Listen to him.
try
Come
to
on,
be
talk to him.
someone else. Be yourself and know that that's good enough. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be like someone else. Don't try to act like someone else.
Spitting.
Be yourself. Be secure with yourself. Rely and trust upon your own decisions, on your own beliefs. You understand the things that I've taught you. Not to drink alcohol, not to use drugs. Don't use that cocaine or marijuana, because that stuff is highly addictive.
Whoever is talking right now, they
People become
spitting.
weed heads. They become sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. Sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. That's all marijuana does to you. Okay?
Okay.
This is Mom. Unless you're taking it under doctor's control, then it's regulated. Do not smoke marijuana. Do not consume alcohol. Do not get in the car with someone who is inebriated. This is Mom. Call me. Bye.
Well, wasn't, you know, I was expecting like a full-length song, but regardless, I do not mind, because all of which Frank Ocean's mother was speaking about, I agree with, because Well, not to the specific, adjectives she was using to describe people that, do certain things. But, let's just say I try and stay away from that. I try and have fun, raw dogging life. You know what I'm saying? I try and take advantages, I try and take advantage of the natural high that just life produces, because honestly, I've never done anything like that, but, genuinely, it seems comparable to, just a nice drive, sipping on some lemonade, some nice music. Honestly, I think that's more for me. Instead of, this life, I'm living more this life, lemonade and, top down, sunset drives, all that. But be yourself, kind of, a little interlude, but I agree with. But anyways, track number 5, Solo.
Hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing by myself, gone off tabs of that acid. Form me a circle, watch my Jagger. Might lose my jacket and hit a solo one time. We too loud in public, them police turned down a function. Now we outside and the time is perfect. Forgot to tell you, gotta tell you how much I vibe with you. And we don't gotta be solo. Now stay away from highways, my eyes like them red lights. Right now I prefer yellow, red bone, so mellow. Fuck around, be cutting you. Think we were better off solo. I got that act right in the windy city that night. No trees to blow through, but blow me, and I owe you 2 grams from the sunrise. Smoking good, rolling solo.
I feel like I have heard this song before as well. Why is this all coming back to me? But I don't know the specifics.
Solo. It's hell on earth and the city's on fire. In hell, there's heaven. There's a bull and a matador dueling in the sky. In hell, there's heaven. I'm skipping showers and switching socks, sleeping good and long, bones feeling dense as fuck. Wish a nigga would cross and catch a solo on time. But you gotta hit the pussy roto. Now your baby mama ain't so vicious. All she want is her picket fence and you protest and you pick a sign, but them courts won't side with you. Won't let you fly solo. I wanted that act right in Colorado that night. I brought trees to blow through, but it's just me and no you. Stayed up till my phone died. Smoking big, rolling.
I feel like I've heard this beat before.
It's hell
somewhere. I don't know.
And the city's on fire. In hell, there's heaven. There's a bull and a matador dueling in the sky. In hell, there's heaven.
Okay, well, that was Solo. Once again, another one of those songs that I did hear it from somewhere. There's this guy on YouTube that essentially made like a fan-made Kanye West album. It's called 2049. And he sampled like a bunch of different songs. And Frank Ocean being one of, Kanye's, one of Kanye's collaborators, definitely at this time, 2016. He sampled this song. That's where I'm remembering it from. Solo though, huh? Once again, like, I don't mean to sound like a broken fucking record, but It's got to just be like another listen type of thing, because like again, it's not clicking. Like sonically, it's there. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing what Frank Ocean is known for. He's doing what Frank Ocean is known to do. But lyrically, it's just like, huh? Like I get it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I got like some lyrics stayed up till my phone died, but it's just me and you. Or it's just me and no you, huh? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just too stupid to understand, you know, albums upon first listen, but I'm just here. I'm just here listening to this album everyone just so happens to love. But anyway, track number 6, Skyline 2. Skyline to where? Skyline to I don't really know where. I don't know. But anyways, track number 6, Skyline 2.
This is joy, this is summer. Keep alive. Stay alive. Got your medal on. We're alone. Making sweet love, taking time. Look, God strikes us. That's a pretty fucking fast year flew by. That's a pretty long third gear in this car. Gliding on the fire. The deer run across. Killer headlights. Pretty fucking underneath moonlight now. And comes the morning, hunting us with the beams. Souls the same as far as it used to be. It begins to blur, we get older. Blur. Summer's not as long as it used to be. Every day counts like crazy. Smoke. Haze. Wanna get soaked? Wanna film a tape on a speedboat? We smell of Californication. Everything grows in the Congo.
Damn.
Peace in my hand, worth twice than a friend. And 2 limbs over shoulder, carried away. Because I'm stronger, Congo is down. Smoke. And comes the morning, smoke. In comes the morning.
Damn. For Skyline 2, what hit me the most was the birds in the back, and I don't know just how atmospheric it sounded. Like, you know, obviously, you know, some things he was talking about, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, wow. Man, what an atmospheric song. I know a couple other ones, Pink and White was, you know, definitely more on the atmospheric side. But damn, this was, it like, I don't know, it felt like I was remembering something. Not something in specific to me, but like I was remembering something for somebody else. Maybe that's what this album is gonna make me feel, instead of, you know, because I'll touch on this very quickly. Like emotionally, I've kind of flipped all the switches off. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can, you know, lock in and, you know, do what I need to do without getting all, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, keep my head high, keep my nose to the sky. But and this might be a case of like, again, like me, like experiencing someone else's memories or something, because, you know, this ain't never happened to me before. And talking about someone to film a tape on a speedboat. I ain't never been on a speedboat. I ain't never filmed no tapes, except for the one I'm filming right now, but not that kind of tape. Man, that was definitely Tyler Acoma. Dang, this nigga wrote on this song? I ain't know that. Or helped produce it, whatever. Damn, that was just a very atmospheric song. Just slightly speechless. Just slightly, all right? There, you got it. Again, I don't hate Frank Ocean. I just don't really understand the hype. But I'm starting to understand the hype just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But track number 7, Self-Control.
Poolside combo about your summer last night. Ooh, about your summer last night. I give you no play. Could I make it shy last night? Could I make it shy on the last night? Could we make it in? Do we have time?
I'll be the boyfriend in your wet dreams tonight. Noses on a rail, little virgin wears the white. You cut your hair, but you used to live a blinded life. Wish I was there, wish we'd grown up on the same advice, and our time was right.
It's nothing, it's nothing. Keep a place for me,
Now and then you miss it, sounds make you cry. Some nights you dance with tears in your eyes. I came to visit, 'cause you see me like a UFO. That's like never.
Damn.
'Cause I made you use your self-control, and you made me lose my self-control, my self-control. Keep a place for me,
Well.
for me. I'll sleep between y'all, it's nothing. Keep a place for me. It's nothing, it's nothing.
Oh.
You gotta leave. Take down some summertime. Give up just a night.
This is a lot to take out.
You gotta leave. Take down some summertime. Give up just a night. You got someone coming. Spitting game. Oh, you got it. Yeah. You gotta leave. Take down some summertime.
Holy
Just a night.
You know, oh man, doubling down on the atmospheric nature of this album now, aren't we? That was, like I said, that was a lot to take in. Wow. Just whatever effect he was using on his voice, that was angelic. Almost. Not almost. That was angelic, I'm not gonna lie. That was something. Wow. That Again, the lyrics is just like I'm not keeping up lyrically, you know. With tears in your eyes, I know you gotta leave, leave, leave. Take down some summertime. Give up just tonight, night. I don't know. The only thing that kind of like, you know, did it for me earlier in the song was, I'm not gonna read the lyric. I'll just put it right here. Yeah, I get you, Frank Ocean. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay. Wow, that was self-control, you know, and you know, there's like on Apple Music, and I'm sure it's the same thing on Spotify. There's, you know, the highlights of the album, you know, with the highlighted and with the dots, you know, because those are, you know, the standout songs. Self-control, that was definitely a highlight of the album. Holy shit, that was interesting. Anyways, track number 8, Good Guy.
It's a good guy, he hooked it up. Said if I was an NY, I should look you up. First time I ever saw you. And you text nothing like you look. Here's to the gay bar you took me to. Here's when I realized you talk so much more than I do. Here's the highlights when I was convinced. Nothing much more than some nice shit. I know you don't need me right now. And to you, it's just a late night out.
It's just nigga, all the bitches in the neighborhood want to fuck me, nigga. You told me. I used to fuck with all of them.
Yeah, I ain't got bitches no more.
But now I don't care about bitches like that, my nigga. That shit, Jasmine fucking wrecked my heart. I don't even know how to feel about bitches.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep my headphones on because, you know, that was quick. But another interlude. It would have been nice, you know, if he like labeled these interlude, so I know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? But shit. Well, ain't really much to say. That was Good Guy. I'm definitely appreciating the voice notes from these different individuals. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to say. It seems as though Mr. Ocean was in a bit of a altercation, if you will, with another individual romantically, and then it switched to the, you know, that phone call, and he said, I don't even know how I feel about bitches anymore, or bitches, just, I don't know, it cut. But anyways, then track number 8 goes into track 9, Nights.
Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody equal. Although you got buku family,
Damn.
you don't even got nobody being honest with you. Breathe till I evaporated. My whole body see through. Transportation handmade.
Damn. I like the guitar. Sound nice in my
I don't
ears.
trust them anyways. You can't break the law with them. Get some good shit, have a calm night. Shooters killing left and right. Working through your worst night. If I get my money right, you know I won't need you. And I tell you, I hope the sack
My
is
back
full up.
hurts.
I'm fucking on, I'm fucked
You
up.
probably heard that.
Spend it when I get that. I ain't trying to keep you. Can't keep up a conversation. Can't nobody read you. Why your eyes well up?
The guitar.
Hope you're doing well, bruh. Everybody needs you. Everybody needs you. Ooh, 90-90. This feel like a quaalude. No sleep in my body. Ain't no bitch in my body. Two beginnings. Oh, you need the money if you gon' survive. Every night, shit, every day, shit. Drop a baby off at home before my night. Shit. You know I can't hear none of them spending night shit. Kumbaya shit. Wanna see Nirvana, but don't wanna die. Yeah. Wanna feel it, none of them come by. Fuck me after my shit. All them boys wanna see me broke down and shit. Bummed out and shit, stressed out and shit. That's everyday shit. Shut the fuck up, I don't want your conversation. Rolling marijuana, that's a cheap vacation. My everyday shit, every night shit, everyday shit. All my life, been ready for you all my life. Been waiting on you all my life. I promise you, all my life. You're the best of all my life.
Oh, I've heard this one too before. I know this one. Just this section. Yeah.
Every night fucks every day up. Every day patches the night up. Oh God, you should match it, it's that KO. No white lighters till I fuck my 28th up. 1998, my family had the Acura. Oh, the legend. Kept at least 6 discs and a changer. Back when Boswell and Percy had it active. Couple bishops in the city building mansions. Oh, the Reverend. Preaching with you when I didn't have an address. Fucking on you when I didn't own a mattress. Working on a way to make it out of Texas. Every night.
Dropping baby up and home for my night shit. You know I can hear none of that. Spend the night shit. My gosh shit. Wanna see Nirvana, wanna die. Yeah. Wanna feel it, none of the cool you come by. Fuck with me at the bar shit. You know the boys wanna see me bump down. See me bump down. Stressed out, it's every day shit. Shut the fuck up, I don't want your conversation. Rolling marijuana, that's a cheap vacation. Day shit, every day shit, every night shit, every day shit.
Wow. I'm gonna keep my headphones on for the rest of the duration of this album. That was interesting. That beat switch was something to behold for the first time. Again, like I've heard that specific section of the song before. I just didn't know it was this, and I didn't know it extended into that second part of the song. Man, fucking on you when I didn't own a mattress. What a type of life to be living. Man, and once again, I have to give the English, the disclaimer. These songs may require a second listen or 9 for me to like really, you know, for it to all weigh down on me emotionally, you know, whatever. Cause I just don't necessarily know if emotionally so far through the album it's speaking to me, Gibson. Where the 9th song on the album, you know, we got 7 more to go, technically, because 17. Interesting, yeah. Good song, I'm not gonna, good song. I just, you know, I'm waiting for like the emotional breakdown, you know what I'm saying, that everybody would expect someone that hasn't listened to Blonde for the first time before, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm expecting that emotional breakdown, and it hasn't arrived yet. I don't really know. But again, maybe I'm not really using my listening ears like I'm supposed to, but regardless, this is the solo reprise. So, you know, it's like he's reprising another song. His name's Solo. So yeah, that's the 10th song on the album, Solo, reprise.
So now I'm solo that I can see under the skirt of an ant. Solo that I don't get high no more when I try no more, I just go hand. Solo my cup is a rojo, my cholo, my friend. Solo that I can admit. When I hear that another kid is shot by the popo, it ain't an event. No more solo that no more high horses so hard to wear polo. When I do, I cut the pony off, now there's a hole that once was a logo. How fitting, Solo that I can give a fuck about what is trending. Trying to cut down on my spending regardless of winning instead of pretending and bending over backwards. Over half of these hoes had work done. Saying they want something real from a man, just saying that we being real persons. Solo my halo say way low, it feel like it's been. Solo that when they throw pussy or pesos, don't pay no attention to it. Solo that I am no rookie but feel like a kid. Looking at the other kids with astonishment while I'm on punishment, watching the summer come close to an end. After 20 years in, I'm so naive I was under the impression that everyone wrote their own verses. It's coming back different and yeah, that shit hurts me. I'm humming and whistling to those not deserving. I stumbled and lived every word. Was I working just way too hard?
I'm sure you could tell bro was rapping at a mile a minute. And it was hard for me to just, it was hard for me to keep up. Again, just the Neanderthal nature of my brain. Sometimes it's hard for me to really get a good grasp on what's going on in the song. Lyrically. But yeah, shit, that wasn't Frank Ocean. That was Andre 3000. Shout out my man 3 Stacks. You know, it's so funny. I always say shout out my man this, shout out my man that, as if I actually know these people. But it's just I know that I have a, you know, somewhat formidable admiration for these people. I have a good level of respect for these human beings that I say, oh yeah, shout out to my mans, but I don't really know them like that. But yeah, shout out my man's 3 Stacks. Shout out my man's 3 Stacks. Well shit, I mean, again, not really much to say, you know, it's solo reprise. I don't know. Anyways, track number 11, pretty sweet.
To the edge I race, to the end I make it. All the risk I take it. Head bang with my 4 friends, we pour a taste off for the dead. This is the blood, the body, the life right now. The hype right now might be what I need. Might be what I need. Said you wanna hurt me now.
This is a lot.
You can't hurt me now. That might be what you need. You wanna kill me now. Don't let me down. On the other side, I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I want the swivel ride. I'm inside. I'm inside. My is for life. Fathers of us, be kind to the mothers on whom we rely.
I was not expecting that. Man, you know, again, I'm not, you know, the subject matter is the main thing eluding me while listening to this project, because the production is there. You can hear that. Sonically, it's there. It's just what is being spoken about. That's the one thing that's really going over my head. And you know, I'm not saying that, you know, the things that you talk about in your music needs to be so clear cut and so defined. But honestly, like this is something that I've thought before. Like art, everyone says art is subjective and it's up for interpretation. But I feel like sometimes you need to just be told what's going on. Like not everything needs to be up for interpretation, you know, not like, if I were to make a song about a relationship, right? A relationship that just so happens to not go so great. I would do my due diligence and make sure I'm telling you exactly what I was feeling and what was going on and leave nothing up for interpretation, because I want to be the storyteller. You know what I'm saying? If you want to interpret it in your own way and, you know, kind of misconstrue the initial intention of what I was trying to make, that's fine if you want to do that. But if I'm gonna tell a story, I'm gonna be the storyteller, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that sums up my feelings on the lyricism used on Blonde by Frank Ocean. Suffice to say, I'm not getting it, you know? I'm not really, it's not clicking. It's not clicking like I thought it was going to. Again, sonically, production-wise, it is there. But lyrically, it's like, it's like, you know, an instance where he's like, am I missing something? You know? But anyways, that was pretty sweet. It was okay. It was cool. It was good. But pretty sweet wasn't so pretty sweet. It was cool. Anyways, track number 12, Facebook story. Ain't nobody use Facebook these days. Nobody uses Facebook.
I was just telling that I got this girl before, and I was together since 3 years, and I was not even cheating her or what, and Facebook arrived, and she wanted me to accept her on Facebook, and I don't want it because I was like in front of her, and she told me like, accept me on Facebook. It was virtual, means no sense. So I said, I'm in front of you, I don't need to accept you on Facebook. She started to be crazy. She thought that because I didn't accept her, she thought I was cheating. She told me like, it's over, I can't believe you. I said, come on, you're crazy. So like, I'm in front of you, I'm every day here in your house, but it means like it's jealousy, pure jealousy, for nothing, you know?
Yeah?
Virtual thing.
Very quick. I mean, shit, bro's not wrong. What the hell was she on? Like, I'm not gonna get too deep into the topic of, you know, what social media has done to modern day relationships, but he was right to kind of be like, accept you on Facebook, bro. I'm right here. Fuck a Facebook. A Facebook doesn't even really exist. Like, I'm right here with you. Like, I could touch you. You know what I'm saying? I can't like have that physical interaction with you on Facebook because it's fucking Facebook. But anyways, that was Facebook story, track number 12. But moving on to track number 13, Close to You.
I'll be honest, I wasn't devastated, but you could've held my hand through this, baby. Let my mind run underneath objects, just like mine. Versions of these belong to you. Have to buy up, they're keeping me close to you.
I'm not quite sure what device was being used on that last little line of the song. I know that Daft Punk used to use, is it called a vocoder or a voice box? I forget the name of the device that makes your voice sound like that and manipulate it like that. But, you know, I'm starting to realize now that this album may be like more of a feeling thing rather than listening to every word that's being said. And I definitely don't mind that, but you know, I was expecting it to be like, holy fuck, like I'm thinking about every past relationship that has failed. I'm thinking about all the times I tried to love somebody and it didn't work out. Like that is the preconceived notion I was coming into this album with. Not necessarily biased one way or the other, like it, don't like it, but I was expecting some hard-hitting shit, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, and just for reference, like a song or an album that's like really hard-hitting for me, that also has its fair share of banger songs, if you will. Its fair share of just, you know, songs that aren't necessarily for, you know, those real deep interpersonal moments, but, you know, an album like that, an album that really does it for me is Dark Fantasy. Like that, Dark Fantasy is my favorite album of all time. And man, just the way that album tickled parts of my brain that no other song really could. Like no other album really could. Like it is. I wouldn't want to do a Dark Fantasy review because I've listened to that album so many times before, but I would feel compelled to break down each one of the lyrics and explain what they mean to me and why they resonate with me. But you know, that album I really listened to, but with this album it's like you feel it more than you listen to it. Maybe that's the concept of Blonde as an album. But anyways, what do I know? White Ferrari. I'm moving on to the next song. Track number 14, White Ferrari. The one of few people that did respond on my story when I asked him, like, oh, I'm listening to Blonde for the first time. Should I be prepared for something? What should I know beforehand? One of my homies was like, yeah, you're gonna need some tissues for White Ferrari. So this is the one, like, I held this whole album up to a high expectation, but it's this song, because again, someone else told me I should grab some tissues for this. So, you know, I didn't bring any tissues on hand because, you know, I was like, you know, I'll thug through it. If it does, you know, start to get me down, I'll thug through it. But yeah. Track number 14, White Ferrari.
Bad luck to talk on these rides. Mine on the road, your dilated eyes. Watch the clouds float, White Ferrari. Had a good time. 16, how was I supposed to know anything? I let you out at Central. I didn't care to stay the plane. Kept my mouth closed. We're both so familiar. White Ferrari. Stick by me, close by me. Shoot, we're fine. Shoot, we're fine. As distance slow by. Left when I forgot to speak. So I text the speeds, lesser speeds, Texas speed, yes. Basic Texas toll on me eventually, yes. On me eventually, yes. I care for you still and I will forever. That was my part of the deal. In this
this life, in this life. One too many years, some taste to eyelids on a facelift. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. If you think about it, you'll spend no time. I'm sure we're taller in another dimension. You say we're small and not worth the mention. You're tired of moving, your body's aching. We could vacate, there's places to go. Clearly this isn't all that there is. Can't take what's been given, but we're so okay here, we're doing fine. Mama and naked, you dream of walls that hold us in prison. It's just a skull lease, that's what they call it, and we're free to roam.
I don't know. Well, that was White Ferrari. I wonder what White Ferrari he's specifically referring to. Or is that a euphemism, metaphor? Do I need to, like, you know, understand life on a deeper level and for me to understand what specific White Ferrari he's talking about? Is he talking about a person? I don't really know. Of course he's talking about a person, but is the White Ferrari the person he's referring to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What was it, the one line? There was one line that had stood out to me, because it was the one of the only lines in this entire album where I'm just like, I understand that. I understand what you're talking about. I care for you still, and I will forever. That was my part of the deal, honest. I can understand that, but, you know, that's about it. I don't really know. And to the one person that said I needed tissues for when I listened to the song, maybe I'm not in the right state of mind. Maybe that's not it. Maybe I need to go listen to this album right after a heartbreak. I haven't experienced, like, heartbreak to a extreme degree in quite a while. So maybe I'm just numb to all that, and maybe I'm just, like, emotionally tapped out when it comes to things of that nature. I don't really know. All I know is I can say I'm enjoying the album so far. Like, I've enjoyed it. It's good sounds on my ears. I like the way it sounds. I like the way it's hitting my ears. Like, vibration-wise, frequency, I like it. It's cool. But anyways, that was track 14, White Ferrari. Moving on to track number 15, SEIGHFRIED. SEIGHFRIED, right? I hope I'm not butchering that. Please, Franco's friends, please relax, bro. It's my first time here. Please relax. Track number 15, SEIGHFRIED.
The markings on your surface, your speckled face, flood crystals hang from your ears. I couldn't gauge your fears. I can't relate to my peers. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather chip my pride than lose my mind out here. Maybe I'm a fool. I'm not brave.
living over city and taking in the homeless sometimes. Been living in an idea from another man's mind. Maybe I'm a fool to settle for a place with some nice views. Maybe I should move, settle down, 2 kids in a swimming pool. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather go to jail. I've tried hell. What would you recommend I do? The other side of the
This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. It's not what I'm like. It's just a fond farewell. Speaking of Nirvana, it was there. Rare as the feathers on my dash from a phoenix. There with my crooked teeth and companions sleeping, yeah. Dreaming a thought that could dream about a thought that could think of the dream of the thought that could think of dreaming and getting the glimmer of God. I be dreaming and dreaming a thought that could dream about a thought that could think of dreaming a dream where I cannot.
That
Less more
was
roast
too
and
much
more
for my
present.
brain.
Dwell on my gifts for a second, a moment. One solar flare would consume, so why not? Spin this flammable paper on the film that's my life. High flights, inhale the vapor, exhale once and think twice. Eat some shrooms, maybe have a good cry about you. See some colors, light hang glide off the moon.
in the dark. In the dark. For you. In the dark. I do for you. In the dark. I do for you. In the dark.
That might have just been my favorite song on the album. Now, why, you may ask? Let me recap the lyrics and tell you. Really, what had hit my mental. I mean, he was talking about I be dreaming of a thought that a dream about a thought, like, huh? Like, I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't really know. Dwell on my gifts for a second, a moment. One solar flare we're consumed, so why not spend this flammable paper on the film that's my life? High flights, inhale the vapor, exhale once and think twice. Eat some shrooms, maybe have a good cry about you. I understand. I mean, not so literally about the shrooms part, but you know, and inhale vapor. You know, I don't really know about that, but I understand. And then I do anything for you in the dark. Yeah, I get it. Shit. I mean, I maybe this was just like the one song that like I wanted, not wanted. What am I saying? Maybe this was just like, I don't know. I wanted at least one song to resonate me. So maybe my brain is like, you know, just clutching at straws to try and, you know, pull something out of me, pull a tear from my eye. But that's not quite what's happened yet. But hey, I don't really know. Again, maybe take my thoughts and my words and my opinions about this album with a grain of salt, because all of this could be null and void. Maybe I'm just not that much of an emotional human being to understand this album and all its complex idiosyncrasies and whatnot, all its complex and minute details. Maybe I'm just not the right person for this album, like lyrically, because again, sonically, it's there. but lyrically, I'm like 2 steps behind. Like the lyrics themselves are doing laps around me. So I don't really know. But speaking about doing laps, track number 16, Godspeed.
I will always love you
Wow.
how I do. Let go of a prayer for you. Just a sweet word. The table is prepared for you. Wishing you Godspeed, glory. There will be mountains you won't move. Still have my claim on you. It's a free world. You look down on where you came from sometimes, but you'll have this place to call home always.
I understood that. I mean, just a little bit. I mean, well, I will always love you until, we die part. I will always love you how I do part. I think I understood. Maybe, I don't know. I always, man, this must be a me thing. Like, I don't know, man. I know if you're watching this as a Frank Ocean, as a diehard Frank Ocean fan and a lover of this album, maybe you're looking at me and scoffing at my inability to understand and process what this man is saying through these tracks, but I just am not getting it. I don't know. Benefit of the doubt, I'll leave it up to a second or third or fourth or fifth or 10th listen to maybe understand just a minuscule amount more than what I understand now. But the words that are coming to the forefront of my mind are saying to you that I don't understand what is being said. I don't know, man. That was Godspeed. Good song, good vibe. I can appreciate that, but shit. Track 17, last one. Futura Free. Track 17. 9 minutes, nigga. Damn, I was not expecting that. All right.
Being honest, I say long as I can fuck 3 times a day and not skip a meal, I'm good. I used to work on my feet for $7 an hour. Call my mama like, mama, I ain't making minimum wage, mama. I'm on, mama, I'm on. Now I'm making 400, 600. 800K, mama, to stand on my feet, mama. Play these songs, it's then repeat, mama. They paying me, mama. I should be paying them. I should be paying y'all, honest to God. I'm just a guy, I'm not a god. Sometimes I feel like I'm a god, but I'm not a god. If I was, I don't know which heaven would have me, mama. Let me run this bitch, don't run into the ground, mama. The whole galaxy. Goddamn, fuck these lanes, they don't want none. Fuck these lanes, they don't want none. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas, they don't want none. Fuck you niggas. Fuck me, if I hate it on you. I'ma stick around. I'm gon' let my nuts hang. Nigga, you got some just like me, don't you? Or maybe not just like me, you know I'm Africano, Americano. And even if you have Japanese roots, run deep, family tree, throw a big shadow. Tech company, please give me immortality. I'm going rapidly, fading drastically. Yeah. I'll pull a zip down. Wet your lips first, lick the tip now. Smoke some.
What?
I keep quiet and let you run your phone bill up. I know you love to talk. I ain't on your schedule. I ain't on no schedule. I ain't had me a job since 2009. I ain't on no sales floor. You say I'm changing up. I feel like Selena. They wanna murder a nigga. Murder me like Selena. You must ain't get the memo. I don't cut bitches no more. But your bitch my exception. Come get her out of my photo. I only got one photo. Remember when I had that Lexus? No, our friendship don't go back that far. Tyler slept on my sofa, yeah. Niggas go back that far. I ain't smoked all year. This still last song, so I'm finna wipe that off. Tolerance is so low. Still smoke a whole god. Menage on my birthday. Tap out on the first stroke. 'Cause this ain't no work day. She don't give head anyway. Cause what niggas say. That's what she tell a man. What a difference this is making. Niggas won't fight in the streets now. Shit starting to make my hands hurt. Yeah, we can change this track now. Could've changed this bitch a long time ago. No, ain't, no, and no. Shout out to Hollywood. I'm from that 7th though. Twins, no, and Lance, no. Mark, no, and Matt, no. Shit went 180 on me. Please run that back though.
You say some shit about me, tell the real story. The second time Jerron was there, nigga, he grabbed me and drugged me, and another nigga tried to boot me. Jerron told me that your ass messing told me. Yeah, because the nigga tried to boot me in my face. I had AD in a headlock. First time I saw this nigga like
The Apple is doing the 3 dots, so I'll wait for the song to come back. Okay.
Make sure you speak up. Okay. What's your name? Ryan. Yo, hey, be quiet. What's your name? What do you do? What's your first memory?
The first word I learned to say, or that I ever said.
What's the most amazing thing you've ever witnessed? You're not doing anything on this. You're not doing anything on this. Alright. What 3 superpowers do you wish you had? Oh, my bad. Hey, say it again. Just say it loud. Alright. What's your name?
Am I supposed to be listening to this? I mean, he did say I could click off the song, so I don't really know. I mean, if he said I could, you know, click off the song and like, you know, skip the song, I guess you could skip this part of the video. I don't really know. This is the first time I'm hearing this. All right. The recording kind of stopped because I don't know whether my phone like almost died or like my second phone almost died. I don't know whether the camera like overheated. I don't really know. All I know is that thankfully it did not delete the album and it did not delete the hour and 40 minutes I just spent listening to that album, and but it did cut, you know, my ending synopsis of the album. I was just kind of saying maybe it's not the right time for me to listen to this album. Maybe it's just I'm just not in the right time period in my life for me to understand what's being said and what's being, you know, conveyed through the album, through the lyrics in the album. But yeah, just lyrically, it wasn't really meshing with, you know, the inner machinations of my mind. You know what I'm saying? It was a good album, I can definitely say that. Just sonically and from a production standpoint, good album. It's some good stuff. I can't ever, you know, knock it for that because it was there. Just lyrically, I was struggling just a bit to keep up, and as I said, like in one of the other songs, lyrically, it was kind of doing laps around me, and I didn't really get it. There was a few songs, I'd have to get it, but there was a few songs that did, like, there was a few songs that had a few bars that, you know, that kind of hit, but overall, the album, like, lyrically, just remember that. Just, Frank Ocean stands. Hold on. Lyrically, the album was just mildly forgettable. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, what? These bitches want Nikes. Something, white Ferrari, something. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. As I said before, again, maybe this is an album that, you know, upon second or third or fourth or fifth or the 10th listen, then I'll understand what's, you know, the subject matter of the album. But I mean again, but I loosely understood what was being said and what the album was about. But, you know, for me, music wise, I want to really grasp the music. I want to soak up what's being said, you know what I'm saying? And for this album specifically, it was more so I was soaking up what the instrumentals were making me feel, you know what I'm saying? I was more soaking up that and the sound of that rather than, you know, the lyrics. And that's what I'm really here for. The lyrics, a mixture of the lyrics and, you know, instrumentals and whatnot. Love the guitar, love the use of guitars on the album. But yeah, my final rating, I gave it a 7. All right, I think that's a fair score to start out with for someone that hasn't listened to this album before. This is the first time I'm listening to this album, so I think a 7 is fair. And again, upon first listen, yeah, first listen, 7. The album is gonna get a 7. But that's just about it. Again, I'm like kind of rehashing parts, I guess. Man, because with because let me just recap again. This is the second album review that I've made, but the first one that I'm gonna post because I felt like the world needed to see someone who hasn't listened to Blonde yet first before the next album review. And for the next album review, it's from a musician that I really have grown to appreciate, and truthfully, I found him through YouTube because, you know, I would say he was a YouTuber first before, you know, a musician, before an artist. Not gonna give any hints away, but let's just say his stage name, his online name, his pseudonym is an animal with a horn. Yeah, you might know who it is, you might not. I don't really know. All I know is Blonde, I give it a 7 out of 10. Again, upon first listen, and I'll have to, you know, re-listen to a couple of them tracks in order for me to really click, you know, and understand what's going on. And I'll need to go on the Genius, you know, lyric breakdown, because you know, for the entirety. I'm not gonna say for the entirety of the album I was like, huh, what? But for the entirety of the album I was like, huh, what? What's going on? But with all that really being said, I don't really know how to end this video. I said the same thing about when I filmed the other album review. I don't really know how to end a video like this because I've never really made a video like this. But I guess I'll just end the video here.